now.
What rank are you right now?
I'm Crim 3.
Damn.
What's your UFC fighter Mount Rushmore?
I feel like Islam above Khabib.
Let's say you're in a fight and you get like the bubble guts. You got to prove.
Oh yeah.
What could you possibly do?
Bro, I
It's
bet
turtle.
Merab was trying to not his pants. He probably did shit in his little jock.
What's going on, guys? Today's podcast is brought to you by our friends at AG1. As a professional gamer and content creator, stress is just a part of the grind, and I found a solid way to manage it is by drinking AG1 every morning. AG1 is an all-in-one foundational nutrition supplement that covers all your nutritional bases. With 75 ingredients, it supports gut health, brain function, and overall immune health. And since I started this morning ritual, I've been more focused and energized throughout the day. It's super easy to use, just 1 scoop in water and I'm good to go. And it's not just about feeling good, it's about staying on top of the game as well, both mentally and physically. And if you're looking to elevate your health and manage stress better, I highly recommend checking it out. Go to drinkag1.com/join the lobby or scan the QR code to get a free bottle of D3 plus K2 vitamins. And you also get 5 AG1 travel packs with your first subscription. Thanks to AG1 for sponsoring today's episode. Let's get into it.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the podcast. I'm your host, FaZe Swagg, here with my co-host, Matt. And not only, ladies and gentlemen, do we have the legend back here again, Sean Omalley, we also have another guest.
Little princess. Elena. She turns 4 next month. She's a big girl. She's chilling with dad today. She just woke she just woke up from a nap, so she should be chilling. If she gets a little cranky, I'll have these guys take her. She should be good though.
Adorable.
How you feeling, man? I mean, I've been seeing you just after your fight, grinding rank, just kind of chilling. How are the chickens? How are the chickens?
Yeah, chickens are still kicking. The weather was up. It came down for a little bit, tricked us back into the hundreds, but we got probably 1 more week until 9 months of perfect weather.
That is true.
Been grinded rank though. I'm glad you brought it up. Love, dude. Every time after a fight, I just look forward to. Usually, I have surgery Thursday, so I'm gonna be just killing it. But every time after a fight, my favorite thing to do is morning streams.
Really?
Sipping some coffee.
I love
Oh, I love morning streams, bro. I've been double dabbing, fucking freaking morning stream, afternoon stream. Just grinding on ranked right now.
What rank are you right now?
I'm Crim 3.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm just about to hit
actually really
Erie.
high.
A little bit of carry, but hey, I do my thing. I do my part sometimes. A little revive, a little buyback. So I do my thing. I've been playing with Z-Lanner.
That's my boy.
And then
Hella cool.
Nick, the kid that won solo World Series. And then my boy Foulnets, I grind with him, buddy Sir Gimme. So I've been bouncing around with different players, but I'm always the bottom guy. But someone's got to be, right?
Someone has to. The thing at the end of the day, somebody has to be.
Always.
If there's too many 3 aggressive guys, you know what I'm saying? It's like too aggressive. I stay back them up. But yeah, I've been doing my part. But yeah, I love that game, dude. Oh, I just look forward to after fights because I know it's like I'm not right back into training camp, so I always got time.
How much time do you have usually between like a fight and then training camp?
It depends. When I try to fight twice a year. Like twice a year is a good number. I fought March, I fought September, fought twice this year. Might be able to get 2 in next year depending on how long the surgery recovery takes. I'm hoping to come back June, July, maybe December. So, it's so hard to predict fights, but definitely, 1 a year minimum, 2 pretty much max. So 1 or 2 a year.
So tell me about the hip. What happened to the hip? Like, what is it specifically?
Yeah. So I have a torn labrum. I had a torn labrum on my right side in 2018. I fought twice with it. Just like the thing with torn labrums, if you MRI all 50 athletes, high level athletes, 45 of them are gonna have torn labrum. It just depends on where it gets to a point where it's so bad where it's like, all right, I gotta get it fixed.
100%.
And that's where I'm at. I think it's been torn for a good amount of time, but I remember 10 weeks out from my fight, this kid had me in a high single leg, lifting it up real high. You remember that, Sono? Oh, and we just knew, I was like, fuck. And it's right at the beginning of camp, so it was tough. I still had a good camp, for what it was. Still had a good camp, not a perfect camp, and ideally I'm going against a good wrestler. I would be able to wrestle more.
Yep.
I wasn't able to wrestle a ton. So it is what it is, But yeah, injuries are the worst for athletes. It's just that's the toughest part of the game.
For sure, because you just want to get back out there. You know what I'm saying?
I want to get this back bad, and I think I could have got an instant rematch because when you're at this level, you have so many haters. Like I had so many people just
They're waiting. They're waiting, bro. They're just sitting there waiting for you. You know what I mean? To lose, and then all of a sudden you know what I'm saying? They just,
bro, they all go at once. Boom. It's crazy. That narrative of that fight was that I just got absolutely worked. Like I went back and watched it. I watched it one time. It was like a week later, and like on the scorecard, the judges gave me around 3 and 5.
Yep.
And there's a 5-round fight. So 2 out of the 5 rounds, they said I won. I went back, watched that fight. The first round, I don't even know how they gave it to him. If they gave me the third, I don't know how they didn't give me the first round. So rewatching that fight, I thought I won the round 1, 3 and 5. Round 2 and 4, he won clearly. So it was a lot closer a fight than people think. But again, just like the commentators were chirping, and I mean they're doing their job. Not hating on them, but they're saying certain things that people watching start thinking about certain things.
For sure.
So I'm excited for them to post it. The UFC to eventually post it. Whenever Merab fight next, they'll probably repost that fight. And I think the narrative's going to switch a little bit. That was a lot closer fight than people think. And I've even had people text me and be like, bro, I'm not going to lie. I thought the same thing during the fight. I thought you lost, but I rewatched it and won 3 and 5. I do think you won. So I've had a lot of people text me that. And it is what it is. Life's still good.
I feel that. And I was just telling Matt this, especially for fighters, man, you kind of build up. You only fight 2 times a year.
Yeah.
Right? So you spend 5 months preparing for the fight. And then depending how the fight goes, now you have to go the next 6 months. Where if you win, you're up for 6 months. And if you lose, it's like you have this like you just want to get back out there and fight immediately. Like I want to fight tomorrow. You know what I mean? So kind of talk about that as far as like mentally, you know what I mean? Because even for us, like let's say we post a video, it does well, we're up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You post a video, does shit, you're down bad. You know what I mean? So kind of talk about as far as like mentally for the fight, because you know what I mean? It's like I feel like it's a different dynamic as well.
It's a balance. So I never, the first fight I supposedly lost against Cheeto, like I never mentally felt like I lost that fight. I know I got chirped for that for a long time. Yeah. So leading up to that, I mean, I had lost as an amateur like 10 years ago. So it was like, I kind of forget what that felt like.
Yep.
So I fight Cheeto. People are saying I lost. I didn't feel like I lost mentally. So I didn't really feel like I had to deal with that. I had to deal more with like the narrative, like, oh, you suck, whatever. But I didn't feel like mentally I lost. So I never really felt like that. Again, going into this coming out of this fight, like rewatching it, I'm back in the same boat. I'm on the undefeated. I'm the champ. Fuck everyone else. Tight vibes right now. So, I don't feel like I'm down bad. I feel like I feel good. I have good people around me.
Love that.
I have. I'm building a crazy barn dominium on my property. Tim and Mariah, my best friends, my coach, they're moving in. They're buying a house right next to me, and I'm buying the 2.5 acres that is in between us. So we're literally neighbors, and so like, dude, that was our goal. Like when I first moved down, we started becoming friends. We're like, dude, let's get land. Let's have horses. Let's get cows. Let's get chickens. Let's, be neighbor. Like we're living it right now. So I'm enjoying that. I'd say I definitely lay down. I'm like, God, it does drive me crazy. I'm like, because the narrative is, oh, you don't know how to wrestle. You need to just wrestle. It's like, my body hasn't been able to do certain things for the last few years because I'm dealing with injuries. And that's not just me. That's so many champions, so many athletes. It's just like, oh, it's just injuries are a tough one. But I don't really feel like I've been like sad or depressed about it. I've been more, I do want to get that one back. I want to fight Merab again. Whether he wins or loses next fight, I want to fight him again because I know I can beat that guy. And, it makes it easier going into a fight. Like I want to knock him out cold. And you don't necessarily want to do that to every, like you want to go into a fight, like that's the goal. But when it's like something like this, it's like my last fight against Cheeto, the rematch, I was able to go out there and have a masterful performance and kind of prove like, okay, that was a fluke. I plan on doing the same thing against Merab. I want to dominate the next fight. I want to put him out. And no excuses for the last fight. It is what it is. But yeah, I feel as far as like how I feel, like I don't feel like I'm down bad. I enjoy playing Call of Duty. I enjoy going to the gym. I enjoy hanging out with these guys. I enjoy hanging out with Elena. I have so much good stuff going on in my life right now. Like I'm not gonna let that.
Yeah, like UFC isn't your life. It's just your job.
Yeah, and it's hard to separate the two. It really is. Like I'm not saying I'm perfect at it, and it's like that fight didn't bother me at all. It definitely does, but I feel like I have the right tools: journaling, reading, meditating, all these. I have the right tools to help me be where I need to be mentally.
You know what I love about you is the way you troll and kind of stay true to yourself, despite losing. Like, you were still hilarious on social media.
I appreciate that.
So it's really cool. You're like an entertainer as well as like a professional fighter. So
Yeah.
I wanted to talk a little bit about like all the ventures you've also added. Obviously, we spoke about in the past, but you joined the W. How is that? Like, what is all that?
Yeah, no, that was really, really cool. Because right now, like, I feel like I'm in a good position to be able to do my own thing, come out with my own company.
Yeah.
And so I've been talking to my guy Emron, who's my business guy, and he started Sanibel from the ground up, became very successful. So I have like good people around me to start a business.
Nice.
But it was crazy timing because we were talking about like starting something like similar to this. Jake gives me a call, him and his team call. They're like, hey dude, we've put in a lot of work. We've already pretty much done everything, but we would love for you to be
The face of it, kind of in a sense.
part of it, like be a big deal, part of it. And so it's been really cool hopping on calls with them and hearing about all the equity and learning about that side of business. And W's crushing it, and it's really cool to be a part of something like that. But yeah, the business side of things has always been something I've been interested in.
Yeah, you've been really good at it too. Have you noticed like all the creators like Mr. Beast and like with Feastables and obviously Prime, they just did Lunch League.
Yep.
What do you think about like content creators creating these businesses?
Yeah, I mean it's the new way of it. Like they have such massive platforms that it's part of their brand and the marketing. If you're a good marketer, you have to have a good quality product.
For sure.
You can't just promote shit and it. No, actually you can. You can promote shit and people will buy it. But for how long, I don't know. But yeah, I mean that's just the new era we're in. Is these influencers are going to start creating brands, and those brands are going to become massive.
Yeah, and they're competing with like the major names.
Absolutely.
Really
And they don't like that. The system don't like that one.
Facts.
Yeah,
They don't like it.
100%.
They don't
100%.
like it.
Everyone wants their money, and then the higher up you get, the higher up the people want their money, and it's just it's a game. It's a big game.
For sure. I wanted to talk to you about this. It was pretty funny. So I don't know if you saw it, but McGregor recently streamed. Did you see that?
Yeah.
So I wanted to talk a little bit about it. There was actually a clip that they asked him about you. I wanted to show it to you to kind of get your reaction of it and kind of just tell me what you think.
That accent, bro.
So he's there.
Sean Omalley.
Sean Omalley.
I don't know. He stayed in it. He fought you, man. It's a bad stylistic matchup for him. I want to see him back. I like Sean. Sean's all right in my book. So I want to see Sean back. Job's not done yet.
Yeah, no, me and Conor been going back and forth here, there, whatever. At the end of the day, I'm always gonna. He played an important role in my career, so it's always gonna be a inspiration to me at some point. Right now, I wouldn't say he necessarily is. I think he does want to get back to. I think there's a lot more going on behind the scenes with Conor than people know. People speculate.
Yeah.
That I hope I would like to personally, as a fan, see him come back, but also hope he's just like doing okay, like actually doing okay. It's no, you're not taught how to be famous. You're not taught what to do with all this money you make. Like he was, a broke guy from Ireland, blew up on the scene, made hundreds of millions of dollars. And
Doesn't he have like a huge company, like a drink? What is it? Alcohol?
The Proper 12.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
sold his company, made 80 million, 90 million
Crazy.
against Floyd. Like
Jesus.
he just made so much money, and yeah, I hope he just he's got a big family now, got a bunch of kids. Hope he's doing good. But as far as a stylistic bad matchup, it sucks that Merab's champ. Not because I just don't think he's not like that good. I know he's like, oh, he just beat you. That's what pisses me off. I don't think he's like that good. And I don't know. He's just super fucking boring. I don't know. But yeah, no, I mean, Conor, I'm sure next week he'll tweet out something about I'm a piece of shit or something. So I don't really take too much from that video.
Yeah, for sure. And what do you think about him like streaming or other fighters starting to stream, knowing that you're the OG streamer?
Yeah, dude, I play with these guys, and I'll be like, I'll thank a sub, like, oh, thank you for the 58 months. They're like, wait, what?
58 months?
I think I have
Man.
59 month, like, is
That's
my
awesome.
my one. So I've been streaming since 2017, I think, something like that. So I literally met both these guys. Like my core group of friends is I pretty much met them on Twitch.
Yep.
No way.
Yeah,
That's sick.
Yeah, so dude, I love streaming. I literally I would game regardless if streaming wasn't a thing, but the fact that I could go live and people can watch and interact, it makes gaming 100 times more
For
fun.
sure, especially if you
love
do well,
streaming.
like you get a kill, all of a sudden they
I
like,
do
whoa,
something
Sean.
sick.
They say you fighting, hey, you get game. Hold
yeah,
on. They
I love
say-
that. I love that. When people start coming in and like, damn, I didn't know you could actually game. Like,
For
oh,
sure.
I can.
You've actually gotten really good at streaming, like compared to our first stream. Like I've been watching and tuning in.
Oh, I
and
appreciate that.
You've gotten like really, really good. What have you learned recently? The more you take it serious, like
Mute pedal.
I love that.
I used to not play because I would play with my boys and they wouldn't stream. So I was just like, I didn't even think anything of it because I never really played with the big streamers.
Yeah.
And once I started doing it, I'm like, okay, I gotta get a mute pedal. I can't be
pedal.
yelling at Discord. I'm good on Discord. You can add me on Discord. I could add you back. Got a mute pedal. So those are the biggest things. Discord and mute pedal are massive things that changed for the game for me.
Do you just fire up the streams or do you like promote it anyway?
No, I don't. I just fired up. I don't really post on anything. A lot of people come in and they're like, bro, how do you only have, I'll have 400, 500 viewers sometimes. And they're like, bro, I thought you were the FaZe UFC. I'm like, man, stream is it's such a different
And that's your
thing.
escape, bro. That's not even like, you're not even doing like trying to get like, that's just you having fun,
Yeah,
bro, with your
yeah.
core fans who really, you know what I'm
If
saying?
I wanted to try to be a full-time streamer, I would get a PlayStation. I would get UFC 5. I would, they don't have it on PC. I would stream UFC. I would promote it on Twitch or Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, Facebook. I don't post anywhere. Like I just go live and like the people that come in. I don't really it's not like that for me.
do you play UFC at all? Like,
Games? No, I don't actually. Like, no, I don't.
When was the last? Have you ever played it?
I've definitely played it before, but it's just not my. I'm a Call of Duty guy. I was a Fortnite guy for a while, but like every Call of Duty, that's just me. I'm a Call of Duty guy.
Is it just weird because like you do UFC all day, every day, so like playing it as your escape is like kind of like
Not
it's-
necessarily. I just
escaping
don't
it.
really like it that much.
Ah, I'm
Like
hearing
the
it.
game itself. I do like Madden. I had a smoke sketch in Madden, 2 games to nothing.
No way.
I thought he was gonna be good. Bro's trash.
Yeah, I thought he was good.
What?
Bro, I,
thought he was
I don't
good.
even play Madden. Beat him 2-0. Or I beat him
What?
back-to-back games for 20 gifted. So, and he was trolling me. I was like, Sketch, I'm gonna hold my lip, boy. I'm gonna let you say
Chill, Sean. Chill.
I'm gonna let you say my no, I like Sketch a lot. I don't,
He's awesome.
No, I never actually met him. I've never met him. FaceTime a few times, gamed with him a few times. Seems like a good dude. Yeah.
Yeah, Sketch is awesome, bro. I love him. What's your UFC fighter Mount Rushmore?
I think I feel like Islam above Khabib for me.
Really?
Yeah,
What's the reasoning behind that?
I think he's just more well-rounded, and he's been. I think he already has more title defenses than Khabib. I think he's just fights more often.
Are they both undefeated?
No, Islam's not. Khabib was.
Yeah.
But Mount Rushmore in terms of what actual skill level or like the actual entertainment
both.
aspect.
Let's do both.
Because that changes
Like
it.
together.
Connor's the number one guy when it comes to combat sports entertainment. Conor and Floyd. I'll even put Floyd up there. Skill wise, like you got to go with John Jones, Islam. I think Ilia Topuria could be up there for sure. I'm gonna put Volk up there right now. I think he fucked his career up by taking a short notice fight against Islam. 2 weeks against the pound for pound best guy in the world, got knocked out, and then he goes into a fight with Ilia, where I feel like that fight plays out a little bit different if he wouldn't just come and get off a nasty knockout. So Ilia could definitely be up there eventually. I just didn't really like GSP. I didn't really watch UFC when he was like kind of the man. Everyone was like, you always got to put GSP up there. I watched him fight Johnny Hendricks, which was a close fight, and then I watched him fight Bisbing. You know what I mean? Like I don't remember. I don't know GSP as
Who's GSP?
George St. Pierre.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I've heard
yeah.
that. Yeah.
But yeah, John Jones. Fuck, I don't know if I said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Volk. I gotta put myself up there just out of
For sure.
just out of ego. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not
You got it,
put
man. You
myself
got
up
it.
there. But yeah, there's a lot of the skill and the entertainment. Just two different things.
I wanted to ask you this. Do you think you're the best Warzone in
I heard
all
Max
of
is
the UFC?
good. I heard Max is good.
He does play Warzone.
You did play with him, right?
I did once. I did once. Yeah.
I think he
played
plays
with him.
Big Map.
he does.
He plays Big Map. I think Big Map and Resurgence are two different like might as well be 2 different games.
For
You know
sure.
what I mean?
For sure.
I don't necessarily. God, sometimes it's not just about winning a gunfight, right? There's a lot of strategy that goes into it. There's a lot of strategy, like, you know, where you're pushing after. There's just so much that goes into it. I would hope I'm at least. I know Max is good, but I think me and Max probably be. I don't know even really who else plays the competitive.
Is that about it?
Because Max plays, like, bro, we're putting in hours. We're putting in. We're like
you guys should do a kill
part-time
race.
streamers.
That'd be fire.
I like
That'd be
Max.
fire.
Like, Max
Kill
vs.
race
Ilya
between
coming
you
up
two.
is insane.
Facts.
It's 3 weeks away. Abu Dhabi.
You going to that?
No, hell no. Hell no. I ain't flying there. But I am excited for it. I am very excited for that fight.
So when is your hip surgery?
Thursday.
How do you prepare for that? You just kind of show up?
I just eat good, sleep good, just try to get my body kind of prepared for, you know, for what's gonna happen. And then after just kind of deal with whatever. Just try to, you know, take the pain pills before the pain comes, and then try to get off them as fast as possible. So just kind of, you know, I haven't had surgery in a long time. 2018 was the last time I had surgery, but
Damn. Is it like a heavy surgery? Like
I don't think it's. I'd say probably a medium surgery. Like when
Okay.
I had a foot surgery, Liz Frank surgery. That was considered like a major surgery on my foot. That one was tough. That one hurt. Like I remember coming off the pain pills, not taking them soon enough, and I was in so much pain.
I feel like the LeBron. I feel like somebody had a similar surgery like that.
Liz
what you just
Frank.
said.
Liz Frank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I swear, like LeBron or somebody had a surgery like that.
Whew,
Crazy.
That one wasn't fun, bro. That one sucked.
damn. Have you ever been invited to a Diddy party?
I was no jokes. Shit, no, but so what's the? I mean, I haven't really been paying too much attention. Was he like raping chicks or? Is
They're
there,
like, it's just like it's all coming out. No one really knows, like, but it's
because
just
I
like,
hear it's like,
Have you
oh,
seen the
they had
theories?
drugs there.
there's been
and
a lot of theories.
There was drugs there and girls there. I'm like, shit, what? I've been to those parties, but what happened? Like, what was the parts that happened that were illegal? I mean, the drug, but like,
I think it was just like I think it's more so like that, like just like abuse and like just overall like just taking advantage of them, like spiking their drinks and stuff
see,
like
that's
that.
illegal.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
not cool. I,
I
didn't
think
hear about
they
it.
would do like insane freak offs where it would be like 1,000 people. And I
How-
guess if he would like take advantage, apparently.
I mean, drugging people, yeah, that's fucked.
That's
Yeah,
that's what
crazy.
the whole the gist of it is like drugging and kind of.
That makes sense.
Well,
Why it's such a
1,000
big
bottles
deal.
of baby oil, but they're saying inside the baby oil was drugs,
Damn.
which makes sense. Like it makes like it's like laced,
Whoa.
like inside is like laced cocaine.
That's
like, you know what I mean? Like
crazy.
different stuff.
And
Okay.
it's
I
like-
haven't been paying attention. I just been like hearing the jokes, Diddy part. I've never actually really looked into it.
So it's like opening these like crazy theories where
Oh, fun.
it's saying that like, let's say like they're saying now that Jay-Z and Beyonce are like these like elite people who like
Well, they are, right?
who like send people to like kill other people that have died. So it's
That's
like
insane.
Did you see that J. Cole song?
Yeah.
So it's a J. Cole song where he's like shouting out certain people who died, and they were
Damn.
all like affiliated with Jay-Z and them.
It's crazy. All these theories. Imagine some facts start coming out. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah,
I mean,
Even
that's
they,
what
they say
you're-
apparently like Michael Jackson got killed from them.
Stop.
Yes,
stop.
I'm not
stop,
kidding, bro.
This guy
I'm
like-
deep in
this
this
guy's
theory,
on
bro.
YouTube.
That's gonna show up at the doors or some,
shit.
maybe
Yeah.
not FBI, but some
Diddy's coming
secret
from-
agents. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some secret agents, man. You gotta chill
Who
out.
knows what's going on, bro?
Yeah, it's kind of scary, bro. Obviously, being in the limelight, have you seen any like weird things like behind the scenes or kind of like scary invites where you're like, oh hell no?
No, nothing.
He's also an AZ too. I feel like being an AZ too, you're kind of like,
Yeah, you're out the way.
You're kind of out the way.
Bro, I'm
you
not.
know.
I'm in way out in. I'm not like if Scottsdale's a different world compared to where I live. Like, I got 6 acres and a little farm. I'm
12
chilling way
chickens,
out there.
man.
Yeah. So, but no, I haven't been invited to nothing crazy. I'd probably pop by if I was, just to kind of scope it out, you know, see what's
You would,
popping.
for sure.
Oh hell yeah, I would.
I love that, bro. You were also on the stream with Adin, and you almost got knocked out by this insane kick. Do you remember that?
Oh, dude, I've probably watched it 100 times and I'd belly laugh about 50% of the time.
Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it. Let me see it.
I'm gonna
About
put it
knocked
here.
my head off.
Bro, he almost knocked him out.
Shit.
You're not ready for it.
I swear I don't got my...
Wait, who kicks you?
This
Look.
big fella.
Look at this kick, bro.
That shit was funny,
Bro, you had me like anticipating like, yo, he about to get knocked.
Bro, that went viral. That shit was funny.
Yo, that is
Little
hilarious.
2v1 sparring sesh. Big fella. What was that guy's name? Cheeto or something?
Sweater.
That's right. Cheeto's kind of fire though, dude. That was. I've watched that a bunch. That shit was funny.
He winded up like he was finna do some crazy move.
Yeah.
He just tilted a little bit.
Yeah. That guy's athletic. I know Adin was gonna give me a pink Tesla after the fight too. Oh, yeah, that sucks. That's what sucks too. Is like the Sphere was such a big opportunity to go out
That
there and
venue was
shine.
crazy.
How was that like experience? Obviously,
I didn't like it as
Really?
far as the walkout, the actual like, dude, it was different. Like T-Mobile, Boston, the Garden, in Miami, full 360 view. People are surrounding the cage. It was a lot different energy. It wasn't like a lot of the people there were first time being there like at a fight. It was a different energy than I've ever experienced in a UFC fight. It was like almost kind of quiet.
It was super expensive. I think that's also why, like, when you have regular UFC fights, I feel like tickets are maybe more affordable for true UFC fans.
Yeah.
Bro, I even couldn't. I was like, they're too expensive, bro. Like, one ticket was like 2 bands.
They broke the gate record. It was like 23 million, like the highest gate of all time.
what?
Which is pretty dope record to have.
Yeah.
But it's like it's the Sphere too. Like,
Yeah.
that'd be sick to have. It is sweet to have still, but like it'd be crazy at like a regular arena. But it was definitely a different vibe. If I could pick fighting in the Sphere again or like in a regular arena, it would be 100% a regular arena.
Yeah.
The vibe, the energy was completely different.
What's the weirdest like fan encounter you've had?
No, dude, I feel like there hasn't really been anything, not that I could think of. There hasn't really been any. Everyone's been pretty fucking cool.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't really had a crazy incident or a weird incident ever really happen. I'm sure eventually I will, but everyone's been pretty cool. Yeah.
That's fire.
Yeah.
That's dope. Have
It is
you
good.
so the beta, I don't know if you're probably in camp, right, when the beta was out. Did you get your chance to play the Black Ops 6 beta?
I didn't play it, but I was playing Warzone and people kept coming to my chat like, you gonna try. I was like, nah, I'm just on Warzone right now. I can't even think about anything else.
You don't really dive into like multiplayer or anything like that.
I used to do Search and Destroy used to be my thing, like 6on6 with the fellas. That used to be my favorite thing ever. But ever since Rebirth Island came out, I haven't even looked at it. I barely just put down the car like 2 days ago. I'm finally, because I was playing with high level ranked, still using the car.
You were
fire,
using the
though.
car in ranked?
Respect.
I literally like 2 days ago I put it down. I got that new DTR or whatever the hell it is. That gun's stupid.
That
but-
gun rips.
Yeah, so I just put the car down. But yeah, no, I didn't play the Black Ops 6 beta. But everyone kept saying the movement felt clean. Is there gonna be a resurgence on that or a Warzone?
So at the launch event, we got to play like the resurgence map for Black Ops 6. It's called Area 99. So it's pretty cool.
Is it like UFO type shit?
It's like Nuketown.
It's Nuketown.
Okay,
It's like a
okay.
Nuketown resurgence map.
Dude,
It's dope.
When's that come out?
That resurgence map drops in November. So like the multiplayer drops end of October, and then it goes to that.
Ooh, that's some good timing right there for me.
Because you're gonna be recovering, so
Oh yeah, you'll be chilling.
I'll be chilling.
Well, can you sit in? I mean, with the hip surgery, is it
I'm gonna
uncomfortable?
figure it out.
Yeah,
I'm gonna figure it
I'll
out.
play
boy.
it laying down.
I'll fucking drill a TV to my ceiling if I got to. I'm gonna figure it out.
That's
I think it
awesome.
should be fine though. I just gotta, stay on top of physical therapy and do all the stuff that I'm already doing. So I think I'm gonna do some stem cells. I feel like it's gonna recover really, really fast with a clean diet. Try to sleep good and hopefully be back faster than I even think. But I'm trying to push it out just to kind of give myself some time.
Do you have like an estimated time of when you would want to retire?
Retire? Dude, it's so tricky to say. It's so tricky. You wake up some days, you're like, I could just be done and just not have any I could just be done.
Yeah.
Like right now. But get a little coffee in you, throw on some little baby, you're like, shit, fuck that.
Yeah, you
I'm
gotta
gonna be
get to
champ
it.
of the world, baby.
Yeah.
No, you go back and forth, but I want to something I'm good at reminding myself. So I'm 29 right now. I turned 30 this month. I have 5-6 more years of my prime. I have to capitalize on these years. As far as just getting fights in, I gotta fight. That's what sucks about having to get surgery right now. But I know this surgery is gonna help my back because I just have a lot of issues, and I think this 3 months off, chilling, is gonna really, really, really help me for the next 5 years.
Is there a certain like accomplishment that you like have in your mind that you haven't reached yet?
I'd like to get some more title defenses. The whole champ thing is kind of like, you know, I kind of was pushing for that, but got more hate than anything on it. It's like, oh, fuck that, defend your belt. So kind of stepped away from that.
Yep.
You know, I was calling out Elia or Max, whoever won. I was, you know, I want super fights. I want big fights. I want people to get excited about big. You know, Elia versus Max to me is that's a huge fight. I'm super excited for that. I want people to feel like that for my fights. So me fighting Elia or Max would have gave you that, like, almost like that Conor feel, like, oh shit, I cannot wait for that fight.
Yeah,
that's what I want to do. I want big fights. I'd like to box. I would like to box someday. So those two things, like, you know, fight for a second belt and boxing, I said those two are on like my bucket list. But also, if it doesn't happen, like, I am pretty happy with how my career's played out. But it's just like it doesn't even feel like it's that close to being over. Like, I have so much more drive and motivation to win and be great that it doesn't feel like it's close to over.
What's the average, like, when do, like, fighters, like, how long are their careers usually? Like, when does someone usually retire? Like, you said around 35, 36?
I would, 35, 36 would be considered even a little bit older, but probably around retirement age, depending on what weight classes too. Like, bigger guys usually last a little bit longer. But yeah, I think it depends on injuries, how you treat your body.
For sure.
So 35, 36, I could see, you know, being that guy, the big name guy, fighting the young up and coming studs. Like, he's got to pass the torch type shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Who's the oldest fighter? Do you know who the oldest fighter is ever? Like, someone.
This guy knows. Oh yeah, he's still fighting Andrei Arlovsky.
How old is he? 46.
Bro, he's still randomly on a prelim every once in a while. He'd be like, what the fuck? He's probably got 30 fights in the UFC.
He just wants to feel something.
Bro,
at 46?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Does it reach a point where it's just like dangerous for their brains?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, 100%.
Dude, every fight's dangerous for your brain. Like,
do you ever feel like,
bro, my last fight, that's what drives me so crazy is like this whole narrative. I got my ass kicked. I'm like, dude, I was chilling that night. Like, I was at the club chilling with the boys. Like, I didn't feel, I was fine. It's like, I know I did more. Like, I snapped his head back. I had him running around in the 5th round, holding his guts.
Yeah, I
like,
saw that. Yeah.
oh, like, I did more damage. He took me down, landed more punches, but I feel like I did more damaging shots. But that's what drives me crazy too, is like, he's just such a boring ass fighter. It drives me crazy that someone like that was able to hold me down. It's just like, oh, drives me crazy.
The head injuries are like crazy. I think you showed me or somebody showed me. It was Adrian Peterson. He went from football,
got knocked out in boxing,
and then got knocked out in boxing. It's like, yo, just come on, just hang it up.
CTE combo.
Yeah. You guys been into football right now?
Yeah.
Oh,
sure.
I'm finally getting back into it. I went for like 8 years not watching football because I used to be obsessed with football.
We spoke about that, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We did.
So now you're finally
Bro,
back
I'm back
into
in
it?
that shit.
Who's your team?
Well, I got to go with the Cardinals right now just because, you know, we're here in Arizona. I'm getting back into it. But growing up was the Broncos. You know, I got a lot of love from the Bills. Josh Allen, I was talking to one of the linemen. And what was his name? Deion Dawkins. And he said Josh Allen was like a big fan and threw on the Superstar, the walkout song. He's like, he throws that on before he plays. And I was like, that was dope. So, you know, I got a lot of love from the Bills, a lot of love from the Cardinals. Joey B said he was a big fan. So it's cool. I don't really have like a specific team right now. I like watching athletes play at a high level.
Yep.
I love that shit. It's fun to watch. Derrick Henry just going off like that.
Dude,
Lamar Jackson's
I'm a Ravens
fun to watch.
fan. So
Are you?
Yeah. So to have him on there, he's
that's sick.
30 years old just to run. You see that run he had, 88-yard run,
87-yard first play.
What? He was running at 22 miles an hour.
No
at
shit.
his size.
With pads and shit on. That's crazy.
Dude, like
my prime years of watching football, like Ed Reed, Ray Lewis, like those were the
Ray Lewis
terrifying.
was
terrifying. But when he did that fucking,
it's crazy.
whoa, that shit
You
was
played
sick.
football, right?
I played football in like, you know, middle school, high school. I was decent DB, wide receiver. I had some
You could have made it to the NFL.
That was the dream, brother. That was the dream. It stopped growing, unfortunately. Just like, there's some shorter guys out there, but they're also like 200 pounds. So I was like, well, that's not gonna work.
It's like you ever saw like the multiversal like Marvel movies where you meet a different version of yourself? That'd be funny.
There's another
You're just
sugar.
like a receiver.
There's another sugar out there in the NFL right now.
He's a slot receiver.
Oh, he is. He's a little Wes Welker, just running around.
I love that. Bro, I wanted to ask also, being around the UFC, is there ever like you know how like we were talking with AD and he kind of explains how usually like the older players go to the rookies and kind of talk to them. Did you ever get that, and do you do that to younger fighters?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of was in a, Tim's 4-5 years older than me. He turned pro young, and he was fighting at a high level young, fighting at a too high of a level for where his skills were at the time. He wasn't taking the right fights. He didn't really have someone like he is to me. He didn't have someone for
Yeah.
So he was able to make all these mistakes and teach me, being 4 years younger, and moved in, lived with them. So he was able to teach me all that stuff. And then just watching, like, I trained at the MMA lab with Benson Henderson, who was the world champ at the time, and like had a crazy career. So I learned a lot from just watching him and seeing what a championship level mindset was like. So Tim, and then being around Benson, those were big for me. Tim taught me a ton of shit, ton of things not to do. Like, we learned a lot together. And then there's a lot of up and coming guys right now that I'm able to teach. Not even like skill set, like, hey, do this, do that. Like, there is that. Like, we all learn from each other.
Yeah.
But how to manage your career and kind of take the right steps, and how to weight cut and how to do all this other stuff. I definitely feel like I'm somewhat of a mentor to a lot of up and coming guys at Tim's gym. And I think the best way to teach someone something is to do it. Like, you talk about it. Hey, make sure you guys are, try to learn how to meditate. Try to learn what that even means. Try to sit with your thoughts. Journal. What's your weight at 3 weeks out from a fight? Where's your weight at, 2 weeks out from a fight? 1 week? Where should your weight be? What are you eating? So I do a lot of this stuff. I think I teach by doing, because I don't feel like I'm a very good coach. Like, hey, I'm a very good talker to people, but I feel like my actions are kind of what teaches these younger guys stuff.
And how old are you turning this month?
30. Wow. It's crazy to say out loud. It's like,
are you officially unk?
not quite.
Nah, probably not UFC. He's not unk.
Nah.
Like, I feel like UFC,
facts.
like 35, you're unk.
Yeah, no, I feel like I'm a rookie and a vet, right? Is that what they say? I feel like I'm
hard,
still
yeah.
21. I feel sometimes.
Like, I'm an unk in gaming. Like, that's what they say.
Yeah.
I'm unk. But I got 4th at World Series, so like, am I?
Did you see that? You got
Damn,
4th
no, I
place
didn't
in
see
the
that.
world.
Sick though. On the solos.
No, so
What,
it was like the
your
trios
team?
one. Yeah,
Trio?
yeah.
Who's your squad?
Adrian and Sage.
Fire. Oh,
Yeah.
that's sick, dude. I wanted to go to that so bad, but after that fucking fight, I was like, get me the fuck home.
Oh yeah, because you were
was
in
the-
Vegas
it
at
was
the
the next day
same
after.
weekend. Same weekend.
My flight left at noon. So I was like, I wouldn't have made it because you guys started playing around like 11 or something.
Yeah, it started like noon and ended like at 4 or 5 or something like
God,
that.
dude, I was all week. I was hyped for that. I was gonna move my flight back and shit, but I was like, fuck this. Get me
After
outta
that
here.
fight, you were just out of there.
Yeah.
Would you ever like? I know it sounds funny, but would you ever like compete in Warzone?
Hell yeah, dude. Anytime. I mean, I think you asked me to play in one of your tournaments the other day. I was in
Yep.
Montana, dude. Anytime. But the big map I can't.
What about Verdansk, which is coming back?
Verdansk coming back, that could change my mind. Like, again, it's just a different game. I feel like I'm like, fuck, I'm lost. I don't know the map. That's a
Yeah.
huge part of the game, knowing the map. And I would feel lost. I'd feel like a burden to like good players. Like, 'cause I got some buddies that I play with. Sometimes I'm like, I shouldn't be here. But I bring the vibes. I bring the energy. Like,
For sure, the
I make-
reses,
yeah.
You buy
Sometimes it's fun to play with certain people.
100%.
You know what I mean? Like, maybe you're 4 hours into your stream, you got 2 more hours left, and you're just kind of feeling low. And I come on there and I'm fucking ripping my harmonica. I'm playing the flute. You're just like, all right, I got a couple more hours in me. Like, let's go. So I try to bring good energy.
I feel that. I want to ask you on the day of your fight. What was like your do you eat anything in the morning before your fight, and
Hell
also
yeah.
after? What did you consume? You know what I mean? Like what did you like after a fight? You
Yeah.
probably were super strict. Had pizza, burger, something like that. What was
Nah, I've actually learned. So I'll start with before the fight. I wake up. I have depends on your stomach's feeling, because you cut a lot of weight to hydrate your stomach. You got to make sure you rehydrate. So smart. Like, you got to be so smart with the rehydration. Which I have a nutritionist, Dan Garner, who's just a genius in this area, and I just listen to him. He comes to Vegas with me. I'm like, hey, should I eat this? Should I eat this? Stay away from this. He's like, what's your weight at before we start eating solids? This, that, or the other. So I have him there with me, and I can just bounce questions off of him. So I'll wake up, have some like overnight oats, and maybe some eggs, depending on how my stomach feels. And then just like every 2 hours or so, I'll have a little bit of chicken, a little bit of rice. Eat it real good, just some salt, nothing crazy. Chicken and rice, protein bar. A lot like applesauce, baby food, just stuff easy on my digestive system. All the way up 3 hours of the fight. So I'll eat quite a bit that day. A lot of water, a lot of electrolytes, a lot of hydration stuff. But after the fight, like, it usually is pizza. This fight.
What do you eat after this fight?
This fight, I didn't. Fuck tequila, brother. Bro, we partied like we just won fucking the heavyweight belt. I didn't necessarily, I wasn't like in a great mood, but I'm like, God, all my people are here. Like, we're in Vegas. I'm at Zook, the nightclub. I got to go there anyway. Like, let's, 2 shots, my shirt's off. I'm like, all right, fuck it. Let's go, baby. My friends are there. My family's there. I'm like, let's enjoy this. Whatever happened. Like, nothing. Can't change it. And we partied like didn't we? This guy, look at this guy. We partied like we won. You might have well been at a Diddy party. I'm kidding. It was a very, very, what's the word? Consensual Diddy party. It was. We had a good time though. Oh, did you guys see my boy Schmitty get blown? You guys had to have seen that video. My boy not getting invited to the party.
No, I gotta see it.
You saw this, bro. Find that. These guys will find it. You guys didn't, bro. Bro.
He couldn't get into a party?
No, he didn't text me or Tim. And he was waiting for us to text him. This is one of our boys. Like, he works for Tim at the coffee shop. He comes to my house all the time.
Yep.
Like, he's our boy. Like, you don't have to get a text. So you know where the after party's at. Come by. So he's in his room doing whatever, doing whatever he's doing. Crying. And bro, when we do a podcast the next day, and I bring it up, I'm like,
oh, I did see that. He breaks down.
Oh,
no way.
Yes, he just broke down.
Schmitty, he wears his heart on his sleeve, and he is is this on the sphere?
This is real.
Bro, that's in an act.
He's not trolling.
And there's like 3 minutes of that probably.
And
he went viral.
I remember,
viral. People were like, bro. And then at the end, he's like, it's not about me. And people are just roasting him. So he's been trying to stay off his phone. He's just getting nonstop hate. But we love the guy. He's fucking 6'5", 300 pounds. He's a good dude. He just wears his heart on his sleeve. And he's very, very emotional. And he was, consuming stuff in Vegas. And he didn't sleep good. And the next day we're doing a podcast. And I'm like, yo, Schmidt, I heard you were mad at us. And that's
all he needed.
Bro, it was, and he's like, we're really going to do this right now? There was like probably a 3-minute clip, but I love Schmitty. And I'm like, dude, why do you think you have to go to, everyone else went to Zook, stood in line, would text him, said, yo, I'm outside. I would send someone to go get him, and they'd come in. Like, it happened to 4 different people. Schmitty could have literally did the same thing, and he just sat in his room and was waiting for us to text him. Like, Schmidt,
like, yo, come to the club.
I'm not fucking thinking about you right now. I'm blacked on tequila, twerking. Like, what do you want? But it was, that shit was funny as hell.
That's so funny. So if this is a scenario that I've always thought of, because I saw somebody made this in the NFL. So let's say you're in a fight and you get like the bubble guts. You got to poop.
Oh yeah.
What could you possibly do?
Oh, man.
Has that ever happened?
No.
Like, I'm talking like.
Bro, I bet fucking Merab was trying to not shit his pants. He probably did shit in his little jockey. I remember I didn't have to shit, but I had to puke. I swallowed puke in one fight.
Ooh.
Just like, again, rehydrate. This was early when I was a pro. It's like this has probably happened to multiple fighters. Like, just like in an exchange, or like, just like puking up stuff, having to swallow it. Like, it's horrible. It's horrible. I've never had a shit, thank God.
Are you allowed to like ask them or no?
Hey, I'm gonna take a shit. No.
Yeah, wait, can you just dip off on a fight and go use the bathroom?
That's what I mean.
No, it's it. I mean, any time out, it's over. Merab was freaking out at Tim at one point in the fight. Right when the fight started, freaking out, screaming at Tim, my corner, because Tim was saying whatever he was saying. And Herb gave him a timeout. So I was like, well, maybe you can call a timeout to shit. No, that would suck though, man.
That would suck, bro. Imagine just pooping yourself in front of millions.
Ooh, you been grinding ranked at all, or you just gone?
I'm a top 250, but I'm about to leave for Japan tomorrow, so I'm about to lose it. I'm gone for a week.
I'll take that slot from you, brother. Japan? What are you doing in Japan? Oh shit.
We both are, yeah. Just going to go, man.
You ever been?
Never been.
Dude, I'm jealous.
Have you ever been?
No, I want to. I don't want to fly though. Like I would, but Ooh, you guys gotta do it before you have kids, because eventually once you have kids, it's like, dude, I can't imagine leaving for more than a week. Like,
Yeah.
fuck that. Not being hanging out with her is gonna be way more fun than or
Then
way
going
more
to-
meaningful than like experiencing other stuff like that. So
sure.
definitely do that before you have kids. But yeah, no, that's sweet. That would be. I'd probably have more kids if I went to Japan. Some sexy Asians, brother. Oh, don't start with me, boy. I have a couple.
Is there any dream kind of besides Japan that like dream trips that you've always wanted to go on?
I would like to go to Australia. I'd like to go to Colombia, see what they got over there.
I'm from Colombia.
He is.
Dude.
I went to Cartagena last summer, not the summer before.
That's in Colombia?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like the beach.
Is it? I feel like I'd be kind of scared to go there without like
He was
protection
scared
type
too.
shit.
I went. It was I don't know, like
It's just
like
not
the culture's great.
Careful what you say.
No, the culture's
Yeah.
great.
The
my
car.
country-
What
it's
about
my
like,
country, right?
What about the cartel or whatever? Like the
So I would
the
recommend
gangster that
going to
take
Me-
me. Like,
going
hey,
to-
we got sugar. You guys want? Give us 100,000. We'll give them back.
Oh,
I'm
they're
like,
definitely always there.
Kamala
like,
was like,
promoting
nah,
it.
I heard what he said about me. I was like, fuck, come on, Kamala. Oh, they just steal me for a couple bands. No one cares. Fuck that.
No, so I would recommend going to Medellin. That's like the main city. That's where
Oh.
Pablo Escobar was.
Oh yeah, I know. I watched
So it's
that
actually
shit
very
twice,
safe
boy.
for tourists because they want tourists to keep coming back.
Was Cartagena not safe? I was in the wall
Cartagena's more
city.
the coast. It's
I was in
not
the,
the
I was
best.
I was in the wall city, so it was like
Oh, the
Medellin's
girls
the
there
best.
just incredible.
Medellin is the best.
it was vibes, man. I don't know. All my sayings, it
Medellin.
was vibes for sure.
Oh, dude. Yeah, my buddy Tim, he's got to do like a seminar. I don't know if he rescheduled it or what. He was supposed to go in Colombia, and he asked me if I want to go. I'm like, I just don't feel like I should. I don't want to get stolen.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not worth it. It would be fun, but I don't know if it'd be worth it. But I'd like to. It's hard to say. Without traveling to Australia, that would be dope. See a couple kangaroos, but then the snakes and spiders there.
Oh, spiders are crazy. I'm hearing in Australia.
Yeah, dude. Nah, I don't know about that. Where else?
He's like, I'll just stay home.
Thailand would be cool. That'd be
That
cool
would
to
be
go to
Thailand does sound
Thailand.
like a
I've heard
vibe.
that's like a really, really cool place. But the lady boys gotta be careful out there. Cause you don't know which ones are which.
It's scary.
I'd
Bro,
have this.
talking about Hangover 2 right now.
Yeah, no shit. I'd have this guy test drive. These guys would love that shit. I didn't know. Where else? Yeah, no, I can't really.
That's it.
I feel like wherever I'd go, I'd be like, God, I can't wait to get back to America. America's the
Yeah,
best.
for sure.
I went to Abu Dhabi. I fought there. That was pretty dope. Dubai was cool. Yeah, but America, dude, it's always feel. I've been to London just for a quick trip for some of the UFC, but I'm always like super excited to once I get back to America. I'm like, we're
Yeah,
lucky,
you're back
bro.
home.
I love America.
I agree.
This
same.
place is crazy. Like
It's
the
the best.
freedom is just next level.
The In and Out is when I look forward to.
The In and Out,
Yeah, like just In and Out in general, like
Dude, I
the
haven't-
food.
the food, right?
Yeah, yeah.
The burger.
I still haven't had In and Out since the fight, and I've been craving it. But we had our cow butchered before the last fight, so I just have like literally an ice freezer chest full of just the
Just
most
beef.
quality beef,
No
just
way.
the best steaks. So I've been trying to just eat good, but
Is
I've
that
been
the cow that we met when we met?
yeah, Tammy. Shout out Tammy.
All right.
Very grateful for every time I whip
Wait,
her up.
no, you chopped
Yeah.
up Tim's?
Yeah, dude, it was hard. It messed with me for a while. Like it's even still, I was like, I question sometimes I'm like, why? Like, why did I get to decide? But I try to be grateful for every time I eat her, and
Yeah, that sounds
great.
I know, but
Just so you have to chop, like because Tam.
I send her in. They do everything, chop her up, and I kept every bit of her: brains, liver, tongue.
Jesus. Wow.
We have it all. I'm getting her cow hide made as a rug. It's gonna we're using all of her.
Okay.
But yeah, she was a good girl. She was a big girl.
Yeah, she was cool.
But I'm trying to eat clean, especially leading into this surgery. Even though last Saturday the fellas went out, there was a random out. Wild Out came into town. Nick Cannon.
Okay, yeah.
So I was like, we gotta pop out to that. One thing led to another. We're at the club somehow because these guys want to go.
What club do you guys go to?
It was out in Glendale. It was like some
Glendale.
Bro, it was
Oh.
out. It was out because that's where the venue was. It was
Okay.
right there. So there's a club you walk to the club right across the street, and they're like, "Yo, we'll take care of you. Pop over." The boys want to go over. I was like, "All right, let's get it." And like the Nick Cannon crew, like the people that went to the show,
Yep.
it was a pretty dope people. Like it was cool. So that those guys came to the club, and yeah, it was good.
That's fire, dude. In our last podcast, we had like a super viral clip of you where you spoke about like how UFC fighters get paid. It's crazy how a lot of people don't know what that is and like doesn't know how that works with like UFC payments. Bro, I had like 10 million on TikTok. It was crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus.
So I guess I wanted to ask you again, now that you've had more fights since our last talk and stuff, like what's been your biggest payday in any fight? If you don't mind.
Was it his last one?
Yeah, it was probably his last one. Yeah, for sure it was his last one. You know, each fight gets, now that I'm not champ, like I won't make nearly as much money because when you start making real money is when you're the champ and you're not just fighting for the belt but defending the belt. You start making pay-per-view money. The pay-per-view money is not like it used to be though because
digital and people,
50% of people are streaming it.
Yep.
I mean, I made that number at 50%. It might be more, could be less, probably more. There's just so many people streaming. It's not like it used to be. Like to sell 1 million pay-per-views nowadays is absolutely crazy.
No,
like,
that sounds insane.
yeah, it's insane. So the only time you know what pay-per-view, how big the pay-per-views are is if you're the champ. So my fight versus Cheeto did really, really well. The fight versus Aljo, I don't know what the pay-per-views were. I can't imagine it was too good to be honest because like the card kind of was dust. The me versus Cheeto was actually a pretty sick card. Dustin Poirier was on the co-main event, pretty big star in the UFC. Michael Venom Page, Kevin Hall. Like it was a really good card. So the Cheeto one did very, very well. So I made quite a bit of extra money off that one. This one, you don't know. It took me 4 months from the Cheeto fight to the pay-per-view payment. It takes 4 months to confirm like all the numbers.
Yep.
So I have no idea how this one did. I'm assuming it being the Sphere, you know.
It probably was. Yeah, it probably went with the spear and everything.
I'm hoping. You know, obviously, I'm hoping it was bigger than the last one. But I'm curious. Yeah, I have no idea. I haven't heard any estimates. Like, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, for the most part, you make real money when you're the champ defending the belt. After like, I will go back to the UFC before my next fight and renegotiate my next fight going into it because I'm not the champ, but I know I'm always able to go to the UFC and ask for what I feel like I'm worth and what they think I'm worth.
100%.
I have a good relationship with the UFC and that's what it comes down to. Like a lot of people going to the UFC, like I want to get you guys have to pay me more. And they're like, yeah, fuck you. We'll pay you what we want. I'll always go to the UFC and say I want to get paid what you guys think I'm worth and what I think I'm worth, and we come and we meet in the middle. We meet somewhere. But a good relationship goes a long way. The UFC's taking care of me. They've done, you know, we've had a good relationship. So specific numbers, I don't really, you know, there's speculations out there, but you know, like the smarter people I talk to in business, no one needs to know your business.
100%,
like,
yeah,
you make
for sure,
what you make,
for sure.
and it is what it is. You know, you say how much you make, you're gonna have cousins and you know these. Hey man,
everyone
like,
coming out of nowhere.
Bucks? Like, yeah. So that's. But yeah, UFC. I'm super grateful for the UFC because I've always wanted to make a lot of money, but I don't know if I don't think I'd ever have made this amount of money not being in the UFC. I don't know what I would have done.
Yeah.
Tried to be in Medellin, hanging out, slanging dope. No, I don't know
Diddy?
what I would have done. I don't know.
He's chill. You said with Diddy.
Hey, whatever you can do, whatever you need. No, shucks.
So it's pay-per-view and then you get like a UFC payment.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah,
you're like,
everyone's different. Sometimes you can make, we'll just say 100, like keep it simple, 100,000 to show, 100,000 to win.
yep.
So you make 200,000. You lose, you make 100,000. Like some people contracts are like that. Make 150 to win, you get or you know 350 to, or no, 150 to show, 350 to win. Like there's a lot. Some people have, you know, you lose your fight, you're missing out on half, maybe more than half.
Oof.
Like it's kind of, I don't necessarily love that structure. But that's not my place to say what, you know, how UFC runs their business. I prefer a flat fee. Some people get flat fees, some people don't.
Is there a minimum like for
10
any?
and 10. I think it's 12 and 12. I think like the first person walking out of the night, fight of the night, they're probably making 12,000 to show, 12,000 to win. I think that's the minimum right now.
It's not bad.
I mean,
if you're only fighting twice a year,
That is bad.
and you like most people pay the gym anywhere from 5 to 10%, and then your managers, some of these scumbags take 20%.
20, yeah.
Bro, it's like, what are you doing for 20%? I don't mind paying people if they earn it. Like, hey, you got me this deal and you actually worked hard and you did stuff. Some people just like make a phone call, be a middleman, and take 20%. It's like, what are you doing? Like,
Yeah.
bro, you're a scumbag.
Yeah,
Like,
for 100%.
It's I got a lot of beef with a lot of people sometimes in that area, but so yeah, I mean, it's not necessarily a lot of money, but also you got to do what you love to do, and hey, you gotta be smart with your money.
100%.
You just don't know when you're gonna make it to the next level. Got to be smart with your money. And
what do you think this should be the minimum for a UFC fighter? You think it should be up from 12? You think it should be like at? I feel like you're for UFC, you're going to risk your life, and they're not. And if you lose the fight,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying, you may only make 25 G's, 26 G's
that
a year. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Make people. I
mean, you got taxes
McDonald's
too.
make more. You don't
get. So you make $100,000. UFC sends you $100,000. Like
taxed,
bro. Like my taxes were 44% last year. 44% last year.
Jesus,
that's crazy. Like, that's in Arizona. That's not like California is probably
California.
48,
Yeah, it's like
50.
half. It's like literally. Like,
might as well be 44%. It's like you got to be smart with your money.
yeah.
It's crazy. But as far as what do I think the lowest like. It's tricky because you have this guy or girl fighting that realistically their family and maybe a couple of their friends are going to tune in to watch.
Yep.
20 people. No one's probably buying tickets. No one's really there to watch them fight. And you're asking for more than possibly 20,000, 24,000. It's like you're not really making the UFC money. So it's tricky.
I get it.
It's tricky because it's like that could be considered a lot. Like you're not really bringing in that money.
That is true.
But the show needs people to fight. So if you don't want to fight for 12 and 12, go work somewhere else because we have young up and coming studs that are hungry that are making $1,500 and $1,500 as a 2-0 pro that would shit their pants if they got offered 12 and 12.
12, yeah.
So it's just you got to be grateful for the platform. That's what I've done. I feel like just as good as, if not better than anybody, is use the platform to make more money outside the UFC.
Yeah, 100%.
Like I'm not making more money now, but there was a time where I was making twice as much money outside the UFC for brand deals than I was making in the UFC. That's where I feel like you just got to use that platform. Go out there, put on a beautiful performance. Go to the UFC, say, hey, is there any way you could bump up my money a little bit? Like I'm, and they say yes or no, whether but just go out there and keep putting on performances. That's how you're gonna get on the UFC's good side. Put on performances, give them content to repost, give them good
100%.
interviews, give them good knockouts, and they'll work something out with you. But use that platform to build the social media, YouTube, Snapchat. Like Snapchat's fucking one of the sweetest apps right now. Like that's probably my favorite app, Snapchat. Like I pretty much Snapchat our whole day,
and it pays well.
and Snapchat's paying really well right now.
That's dope.
Yeah.
I want to ask you, because you're so heavy into Call of Duty, I want to ask, how would you improve, like let's say heading into the next Resurgence map that comes out? What's something you would like to see Call of Duty change or Warzone change that would make the game more fun for you?
I think what would be, I don't know how we don't have everyone be on the same ping. Like I hate, it's like, we're 2024. Why can't I play with my boys in Canada or on the East Coast? And like, I always give the better guys ping. Not always, but for the most part, like I'll give them better. Sometimes you lose a gunfight and you just don't know. I'm like, God, what's that,
like,
bro? Was that like a 90
yeah.
latency right there? That drives me crazy. That's just the first thing that came into my mind. I like how you can rejoin the disconnect. I like how you can rejoin. I think they crushed that. Sometimes when you're on a ranked game and a couple people back out, that clicker count starts. It says match, cancel. Like
So
you just 30 seconds. Let me back out. Let me back out and re-queue. Don't make me wait 30 seconds. I'm already pissed off. You guys fucked up the lobby. Let me get into another game quicker. That drives me crazy. Other than that, I don't have too many things that I hate about Call of Duty. The cheaters. That's
And ranked, they're bad.
When you run into a cheater, it's frustrating, especially if you're losing some serious SR. Like, oh man, there's
Getting
locked
hacked
onto your
on.
head.
Yep.
You're swimming in the water and there's. I'm like, bro, come on.
-200 SR, whole day just gone.
I know. So I mean, the hacker. I think they're obviously doing what they can, but there's got to be somewhat other way.
100%.
I think they're probably working on it. But other than that, dude, I actually love the game. I think a lot of high level players, I hate this fucking game. It's just like losing sucks and everything. But for the most part, I think it's doing good. What about you? What do you think?
I think like big map, like you had mentioned, like just overall big map. There hasn't really been a good one in a long time, and I think Verdansk coming back is what to me made Warzone special. So Resurgence is dope. I like it, but I think if you have a great big map, it just makes Resurgence that much better.
Yeah, I think I'll start liking big map more too, because usually I play small map because I'll be in training camp and I'll have like 2 hours to game. Because I don't want to. I try.
That is true. So you can fit in way more.
I'm
games.
trying to get it going.
Yeah,
I'm trying to play
100%.
7-8 games rather than big map. You'll play 3 or 4 games.
3 or 4,
in 2
yeah,
hours.
100p.
Like, they're long games, so I think big map. I could probably get into big map, but God, something about just getting into constant gunfights. I'm just. Oh, when you hit someone, turn around, hit their buddy, throw a knife, them. Oh.
150 players. That's also I want the next. The big map only has 100.
150 would change it
150
for sure.
would be awesome.
That would be fire.
All this COD talk. I mean, whoo.
Hey, you want to get itching and
Gotta
back
go home and
Dude, I
play.
was just hoping because one fight I fought Holly on Paiva and fractured my thumb, so I had a cast on for 8 weeks. Ruined me, bro.
So you actually can't play. You actually couldn't play at all.
Couldn't
That's
play.
my nightmare.
I was playing some whack shit. Some like I was still streaming like because I was like, but dude, it was. But going into every fight, that's like my biggest thing. I'm like, please
Don't hurt the thumbs.
Please don't hurt the hands, brother. Because that is it. Oh, I look forward to streaming so much after my fights. Like I love it.
Oh, I want to ask. I don't know why it just came to mind. Is it actually true? Like, I don't know if it's for boxers, but like, I think someone had got into a fight and the cops identified their hands as like actual like weapons. Is that a true thing?
Oh, yeah.
I think you could be considered a weapon if you were trained how to fight. I mean, I remember hearing that in high school once. Like, oh, if you're a pro, like you have to register your hands as a weapon or something.
That's what I'm saying. Is that a thing? I don't know because you're UFC.
I think you
like,
would get in a lot more trouble being a trained fighter than if you just got into a random bar fight with some couple random bar bums. You know, like if I went out there and fucked someone up, I'd probably get in a lot more trouble. So I guess technically you could say probably get yeah.
There's a movie, Never Back Down. You ever seen it?
I feel like I watched that in like high school, like old
When
school, right?
when do you remember that scene where he like got pulled over by like these 3 guys and he got out of the car and just beat their ass?
No,
that's what I imagine you doing to like they trying to fuck with you. You ever seen that movie?
No, I haven't.
Oh, bro, you gotta see it. It's good.
Yeah, I do remember watching that when I was like young. Never Back Down. That's fire.
All right.
Cool, man.
That was a
Boom.
W pop,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
Thank
hell
you so
yeah.
much for hopping on,
Appreciate
man.
you guys switching up the times. I was
Nah,
Appreciate that
anytime,
big
bro.
time for real.
Anytime, man.
You good, bro. Thank you so
Boom.
much for hopping, bro.
Hell yeah.
We hope your surgery goes well.
Thank you, brother.
And obviously, we're excited for the future. You're actually the only guest that has been on the pod twice.
Hey, let's go.
W.
Always
Hell
breaking the
yeah.
record.
So you're gonna want to your next fight? You want a shot at the title again?
I mean, I would. It would be hard to turn that down. But right now, this mindset is like I want Merab. Whether he wins or loses, I want to get that one back. Like I hate he's a bad matchup. He whooped my I hate that. I drive I'm better than that dude, and I want that back. So I want to put his lights out for real. Like actually put his lights out. But again, it's like I feel like I overpromised and underdelivered. Like. So it's like I don't know. Going to my next fight, do I let
you
that
approach it?
confidence?
Yeah.
Do I let that confidence out on the mic and say how I feel, or do I keep that to myself and just go out there and do work? It's hard to say because it's also entertainment. To where you want someone to say on the mic, "I'm gonna knock this motherfucker out." If that's how you're feeling, say it. But again, it's like I say it and then I just just the hate gets piled on. But it's also like fuck those guys. So.
Yeah, I think just be yourself, man. That's what
Yeah.
makes you, bro.
Yeah,
That's
true.
what makes you, man.
True. So yeah, let's get it.
So at the end of the pod, we do a quick prayer. Is that fine with you?
Yeah, let's get it.
Father God, thank you so much for this podcast. Thank you for the life of Sean. I pray for his daughter, God, for his family. In your holy name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Man.
Thank you, brother.